Alright guys, let's get really good at what we were working on yesterday. So we have a baker poured 4 kilograms of oats equally into 3 bags. What's the weight of each bag of oats? So first we're going to turn our story problem into just a plain old boring math problem. So in our story, which operation will be needed to find out how much each bag of oats weighs? Well, we have 4 kilograms. And we're putting them into 3 different bags. We're dividing our 4 kilograms into 3 different bags. So since we're dividing something into groups, we know that we're going to be using division. So write a division expression. Well, what are we starting with? We've got 4 kilograms, and then we're dividing it into 3 different bags. So there's our division expression, 4 divided by 3. So there's 2 different ways to model this problem. So we're going to start with 4. We can do squares, we could do circles. You know, I like circles a lot because those are pies and I like pie. But we're going to start with 4 because that's where we started here. 4. 4 divided by 3. Okay, so one way I could do this is I could turn these all into thirds. So now I've given them each a third. And so then a third goes in one bag. A third goes in the second bag, and then a third would go into that third bag. And we'll color code them all for which bag. We get our orange bag. And then that yellow bag. So then I can see that each color got 4 thirds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 thirds of a kilogram in each bag. So that's one way that we could do that. Another way that we could model it, check this out. We're still going to start with 4 boxes because we're starting with 4 kilograms. And we've got a model with what we've got. And then down here, these are the 3 bags that I'm putting stuff into. Well, I could start like this. This guy goes into that bag, and this guy goes here, and this guy goes here. So right now, each bag has 1 kilogram in it, because I just put 1 in each. And then this last one over here, I'm going to divide into thirds. And that third goes here. That third can go here, and that third goes right here, so that they would each end up with 1 and a third, which is the same as 4 thirds. So we got the same answer both times. So for the first method we used, where we just cut everything into thirds, how many thirds did we end up with? Well, let's see, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we had 12 thirds that we needed to share amongst all those bags. So the division sentence would look like this. 12 thirds divided by 3. And you know that 12 llamas divided by 3 would be 4. 12 candy bars divided by 3 would be 4. So 12 thirds divided by 3 is still going to be 4. Now 4 thirds as a mixed number, well, there are 3 thirds in one whole, so I'm going to take those 3 thirds out and I'm going to make them 1, and that left me with just 1 extra third, so it's 1 and 1/3. So how many wholes can I make? Just 1. And what will I do with the remaining whole? Slap it next to my 1 for 1 and 1/3. Now, let's check out some stuff with long division. You could do it this way. So, we have 3 into 4. You know that 3 only goes into 4 once, because we're going to divide, multiply, then we're going to subtract. And instead of doing the bring down like we would with a decimal, nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to think about how many times does 3 go into 1? Well, you guys know that from yesterday. You know that 1 divided by 3 is going to be a 1 over 3. 1 and 1/3. Check it out. our long division answer matches up with the rest. Now here's how we can check our math. So I could do 1 1/3 plus 1 1/3 plus 1 1/3. And well, let's see, I've got 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. And 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 1. 3 plus 1, 4. Cool. Right where I wanted to end back up. Or another way we could look at it. I ran out of room, but hopefully you'll have room for both of these. Another way we could look at it, 1 1/3 times 3. 1 times 3 is our 3. 1/3 times 3 equals 1. 3 plus 1, 3 plus 1 still equals 4. Once you have this down, get ready for the next page.